Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today, we are going to be having a look at
Harmony.
H.
Harmony. Harmony.
By VirSyn. But first, we're going to kick off with a song by this week's artist that I can't wait to interview. This is Melly Baby. This is an original song called Blame It on the Rain. Let's do it. Boom.
It's like throwing darts and missing the whole board. You gave it all, but you still didn't score. I don't even know when I fell away from you, but I wasn't trying to. Thought you knew it all, then suddenly you're stuck. It's like getting lost in the city you grew up. And I thought that you were the be-all and end-all, but I made the wrong call. And I wasn't trying to break your heart. And I'm sorry if I made this hard. So blame it on the rain, washed our love away. Nothing I can do or say. Rain's gonna fall anyway. Blame it on the time. Gotta find a reason why. Nothing I can say or do to make me stop on loving you. Blame it on the rain. 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 It's like walking through a forest in circles. Didn't know you weren't moving forwards, till you keep seeing the same warning signs. A birch tree with the very same ties. And I wasn't trying to break your heart. I'm sorry if I made this hard. So blame it on the rain, washed our love away. Nothing I can do or say. Rain's gonna fall anyway. Blame it on the time. Gotta find a reason why. Nothing I can say or do to make me stop on loving you. Blame it on the rain. 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 And I wasn't trying to break your heart. And I'm sorry if I made this hard. So blame it on the rain. Blame it on the rain. Blame it on the rain. Washed our love away. Nothing I can do or say. Rain's gonna fall anyway. Blame it on the time. Gotta find a reason why. Nothing I can say or do to make me stop on loving you. Blame it on the rain. I can't say or do to make me stop unloving you. Blame it on the rain.
Jesus. And that's how you do it, folks. Melly Baby is on the show this week, and I'm super excited. I can't wait. She's actually just gone live now on Twitch, where she's working on an album at the moment. So me and Brad have been watching her on Twitch most days when she goes live, and she streams every Sunday. I think just after Valerie goes live on it's Sunday, isn't it? Yeah. Just as Pete Johns goes live for YML, I think so. And she plays live songs there. I'm super excited. I can't wait that she's actually coming on the show. And you know, she's not shy about talking about mental health and well-being, because a lot of her songs are about that. And it's going to be a deep interview. It's going to be a really deep interview. So I'm stoked that she's coming on, because she's a big rising star on YouTube. I mean, the girl's got 1 million subs. She's doing something right. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I'm doing something right on this show. I'm Jade. This is How to App on iOS. And every day we take a look at stuff and things and apps and music and all this kind of jibber jabber. And you can become a Wart Warrior here. The date has been announced for the Wart Warriors next Sunday roast. And it's not announced, but I'll announce it right now. It is happening. So for folks who are in the US and the UK, it is the 30th, Sunday the 30th. It is happening, which is Monday, May 1st for me. So sometime this week, possibly in the next day or two, there'll be a post going up telling you to submit your songs for the Sunday roast, where me, Russ, and Russ's mum, Dot, will subject your songs to absolute torture and tell you just how crap you are. All in the spirit of comedy. Remember that. There's that. Let's say hello to you all. Hi, Leela. Hi, Ivan Idea, and Joe Glenn, and Valerie Butt. Hello. Michael Thompson. Hello to you, and Hugh Caldwell. Thomas Christ, the man, the myth and legend. He's not a myth anyway. Who else? Charlie, how do's? Kim Harden Hudson. Hello. Yeah, she's 20. She just turned 25, I think. It was her birthday last week anyway. I can't remember if it's 25 or 26, but it was her birthday last week. So that's why I was panicking last week. And I'm like, she hasn't gotten back to me. But I kept thinking, I know it's her birthday and she's young, man. So why would she want to contact an old boot like me? It is what it is. Mixed Club, hello, Rhett. Hope you're well. Who else am I missing here? There's a scrolly rolly. Do the scrolly rolly. I think I've said yes. Who have I missed up the top? See the Falcro. Just watch the Falcro from my bed. I was there, Falcro, but in bed because it's way too early to type at that god-awful hour. I think I've got most of you. If I've missed you, just say something at the bottom of the list and I can catch you there, like Mars Capone has. There you go. Gregory S11. Hello, Greg. Good to see you. Tell me about it. Whew. Tell me about it. I'm not even going to go into the stuff I had to deal with yesterday with doctors. Every day is a trip to the doctors for me. What's going on? But we're coming out of it. I don't think I have a doctor's appointment for the next 3 weeks. Oh my God. Hi, Jerry. Hope you're doing well. All right. Today we're looking at taking an app from the archives today. We're doing an archives app, something which is really cool and old school, but still works on all devices. Let's jump over to the Beat community at beatcommunity.com and have a look at what their latest news is. And yes, Audio Thing is about to drop very soon. One of their apps called Hand Clapper. And this thing's really cool. Been out on desktop for ages. It's a hand clapping thing for hand claps. It's going to be heaps of fun. I can't wait for it to come out. FAC Altetha is on sale. Good stuff. This thing dropped yesterday as well. MIDI Messenger. It's free. You can go and find it, MIDI Messenger, to send MIDI messages across your devices. Boom. So it's the beatcommunity.com. Go and sign up to them. Go check out their site. Price drops. Jam Maestro Lite is free. LE04 drum machine, the AR909, is $399. As I said, FAC Altetha is half price. One of the best shimmer apps you'll get on the market. I use it nearly every recording I ever do. LumaFusion is on sale. LumaFusion's on sale. The amazing LumaFusion for video production. It is $10 off. If you've been considering getting LumaFusion, I have many playlists on LumaFusion. You want to level up your video production on iOS, that's the one you want. And you can catch lots of videos that I've got on how to use it. Vocal Tune Studio, all of the Audio Thing apps are still on sale. Boom, telly, boom, boom, boom. Harmony 8 is what we're looking at today. This was one of the first vocal, it's more than a vocal app, but it's one of the first vocal apps I got going, oh, this could be cool for vocals. It's been around forever and a day. Thanks, Thomas, for posting the link. The links to every app each day is in the description as well. It's by the same developer as yesterday's Terra Pro, which is Harry Gohs or VirSyn, whichever you'd like to say. It is $10. It hasn't been updated for something like 5 years. It's unbelievable. Yes, there will be. Don't you worry about that, Leela. There will be. I'll put them up. They'll probably be later. Anyway, there will be. So look at this. It hasn't been updated for 5 years. And this is how good the coding is on Harry's apps, that they still work on the latest iOS. That is a feat in itself, that these things still work. That's amazing. And, you know, it's got, the last review was from 4 years ago. Luscious vocals and choirs made easy. Bada boom, 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 bada boom. So, and there's a number of vocal apps that came out around this time, like Voice Harmony Voice, and the other one, I forget, it is called something like this one, Emo Chorus, a realistic choir simulator. I'm going to look at both of these soon because they're oldies, but they're goodies, as you will see, and they don't have to be used for vocals, yeah? Don't have to be used for vocals. So I've done a little mini project, something different today, trying to keep things a bit fresh. And I made this thing called La. This is called La. And I'd made 3 vocals called La. And we'll make sure these are off. Yeah. And we'll play these 3 vocals. La, 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 la. Not perfect. That's definitely not perfect. So that was all one take. It's definitely not perfect. The last 2 notes are a bit off. But, you know, hey, who can be perfect? Hello, Princess. Good to see you, Princess. Shall I bow? What? All right. La, 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 so we got 3 parts here. La, 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 la. So that's how you naturally do a chorus of vocals, just by doing 3 tracks. But with this, we can achieve a similar kind of thing. So let's single out this first track here. And la, 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 la. You should be able to see here. Interestingly enough, this part of the screen of Harmony 8 is showing you a keyboard. Yeah. So and watch as it goes, and I sing each note. Watch it move along the keys, along the white keys and black keys to play the notes. Go there again. Oh, I'm a bit off. You can see how off I am. I'm okay here. Bit sketch. So what you can achieve with this app is adding higher parts, thirds, sevenths, full octaves up, and you can pan these left and right, and you can add delays to them as well, and you can create some really bonkers stuff. So let's do some bonkers stuff to one of these right now. And we'll choose a preset. I'm on the wrong one. Hey, there we go. Hey Marshall, what's happening? So you can hear what this does. It can create your as you can have up to 8 voices from one vocal or guitar or whatever you want, and you can delay them. So we've got a voice delay going on with each. So we've got 3 tracks selected at the moment. Let's turn them off. So this is a minor sequence. We've got a natural major here. Whoa. Shall we choose chaos? So there's a little overview of it. Let's get out of GarageBand and open it full screen. As I said, this thing's been around for donkeys. It's so old, but it still works, and I love it. So we'll do a quick search. You can open it as a standalone. It works as an inter-app audio, works as an AUv3, so there's all that. It is called Harmony 8, sorry. Now, this is the full screen, and I'll grab a microphone, an extra mic over here. Cool, that's working. La, and you can see in the top corner, it tells us our notes up here. So, la, and you can see even when I add some vibrato to my voice, it represents the vibrato. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Fun stuff. So we are on, let's go across the top left all the way to the right, where everything is the standalone. So this is just our little screen, tells us who makes it and all that. This is our pitch screen. This doesn't really do anything. It just tells you, you know, what notes it is, gives you a little representation here. Here is our main screen where you can build your harmonies and your 8 harmonies. And then we have an effects screen with a little equalizer as well. So we have a parametric equalizer, which we can turn on. And we have a dynamics processor, yeah. So we've got an ensemble, which is a chorus. Down here we have a reverb. Now this reverb, it's interesting. It's not really a reverb. It's kind of like a reverb for the delays. You'll hear what I mean. So if I bring this mic back, la, we've got our chorus activated now. We'll take off the reverb. And within the chorus, we've got a delay. And of course, a rate, which does some really crazy things. We can add the amount of voices along with the rate. Let's go completely wet here. That's what she said. So that's our chorus. We've got a compressor here, of course. We've got our ratio, typical compressor output for our compressor. We've got a gate threshold, so there's a great gate in here and a limiter. That's nice to have. Yeah. La 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 to give a bit of a boost. We've got our parametric equalizer, so we can mess around with our mids, gains, we've got frequency, all that kind of stuff. Oh, there we go. And so I'm just turning the dials here, but we can move these around with our fingers, as well. So you can move these around with your fingers and control these like so. Well, there you go. So we'll turn off that for now. And our reverb, we'll keep on the compressor. Reverb, hello, hello, hello. Now you see when I'm turning on the reverb, it's not really doing anything. There's nothing happening when I turn that up. That's because, get back over there, fix this gate up. We don't need the gate. We have no delays on. So let's talk about how this works. And we have a main vocal. So this is our main input, this 0. So we've got a dry wet mix here. So if I turn this off, so 0 is our main vocal. If we add some delay to this, we should start getting some delay from the chorus, but we're not at the moment because we've got a dry mix. So if we add a little bit of wet to this, you can hear now we're getting this. Whoa. The regen, let me turn this down. So the regen here is almost like a feedback. If we bring this up, like a feedback. If we bring this up, here is almost like a feedback. If we bring this up, here is almost like a feedback. If we bring this up, here is almost like a feedback. If we bring this up, oh, feisty feather. Oh, feisty feather. Feisty feather. Feisty feather. Feisty. Hello, feisty feather. Hello, Dan and Ed B Metal. So you can see when we turn, I'll get rid of this mic. When we turn up this dry wet, turn down the wet mix, we don't have any of this loop delay. And this loop delay only becomes active when we use these reverbs. So if I turn all this down, this reverb level, the room size. So it says reverb, but it's actually the reverb of the delay. Hello, hello. See how that's come right down now? And it's not so big, the tunnel. Let's head back over to the delay. And whoa, hey, look at that. And we got some room size, bit of absorption, tail, reverb, time. Yeah. Okay. So that's along the top there. So we haven't even added any harmonies yet. And we have an input here, so you can control the input gain of the main vocal that's coming through. Now, you can decide also where you want this to be in the spectrum, where you can have this at the front or at the back. Let me show you the difference. Hello, 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 hello. So we're at the front right now. Hello, hello. And you'll notice as I move this back. Hello. it starts to use the reverb. So we want to pull this reverb down because it's right back at the end of the room. Let me go there. Try this again. Where are we? We'll turn that reverb back on. Hello. And when we bring it forward, when we bring this forward, it brings the microphone back to the front. So we can also set the delay time. You'll notice here when I move the delay, it's moving freely. Yeah, so we've got a free delay time. But if we flick over here, we get some options. We can do time per second, or we can sync this to a 16th normal, 16th triplet, or a 16th dotted. And if we add this to a 16th, you can see this moves by 16th, 10 16ths. Hello. So really handy if you would like to sync this up, if you'd like to move this again, if you'd like to sync this up to your DAW, yeah? We also have a poly, so we've got pitch tracking. So for vocals, you want to have this set to mono. You've got pitch tracking, e.g. vocals, that's mono. We've got polyphonic, so anything polyphonic. We've got polyphonic for transient sounds, really nice for guitars. And we've got a polyphonic for drum sounds. Hey, Mr. Smith. Folks, Mr. Smith is coming up after this show. So, I mean, you can add this pitching algorithm to anything you like. But you have this wonderful algorithms, 4 of them, that you can assign to what particular music you're doing. Yeah, and we'll run through those quickly as well. And we have left and right panning as well. So this is all for the main track. Let's just come back over here so you can see we've got left and right. Boom, over to the left. Boom, over to the right, or somewhere over. And you'll notice the little dot, once it gets to the middle, it slightly changes color. So you know you're back in the middle. Doink. See, it just changes color ever so slightly. And now we're back in the middle. All right, so let's add a second a harmony, because you've got 8 of them. And to turn them on, you just got to hit the lights. Now, before I go into these, and hello, Many Vibes, so up here you have your presets. What's unfortunate about this is there's no initial patch, which is just a blank slate. So I went and made one. So it's a good idea when you first download this, go and set everything to 0 and then save it, so you can save your patches up here and make an initial patch. And then whenever you open this on any door or anywhere, you can start from 0 instead of one of the presets, because the presets are pretty fucking wild. Yeah, they're pretty crazy. So this is my init patch. Let's bring in a second track. We'll turn all these off for now. Off, 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 off. So here's our first track, and same kind of setting. You've got a delay, you've got a regen, which is for your reverb, but here we have a pitch shifter, and we can go up a full octave or down a full octave. So let's do that. And are we good? Let me bring my mic back in. All right. Let's add a bit of delay to this voice here. Are we on? Why is that not happening? Oh, it's because it's all the way here. La, no, what is going on? I don't know what I'm doing now. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. I'm going to go here. So I've moved to a preset just to show you quickly. Here we are with a la, la, la. And I've got one track set, and I have it set to a pitch of +4. We can change this and go higher to a full octave. Okay, so now I sound like Mickey Mouse. Nice stuff. Yeah, oh, hell yeah, baby. But we can also move this voice, this second voice, to the back. So it's not so intrusive. So you can add, so it's more of an accompaniment. And you can change this between, so we have a formant here, and we can change between a male and female. Let's take that out. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah. So cool. Or we can bring this to a more male formant like this. Oh, yeah, let's bring that to the front. One sec. Hello. Oh! So we've got a formant here as well. And we can pan this left and right. Yes. We can get really evil dead on this shit. Yeah. So now we have one vocal going to the right, the main vocal in the left. Let's add another one, shall we? Let's add another one. So you can start to see you can build up some incredible harmonies with your thirds, sevenths, fifths, higher, below, and you've got 8 of these. Not only that, you have you don't have to go up by shift your octaves as well. You can go up by cents as well. So you've got that option next door. You can add some volume to each of these as well. If one's a little bit low, you've got where it's set to 0, or you can pull them down. Yeah, so you can take your volume out of there. Everything's set to 0 at the moment. And where it really gets cool is adding all of these and then placing them in the spectrum. Adding some reverb. Really fun stuff. Let's just show you here too. If you take out the dry wet here, we're back to our original vocal. But where it gets really crazy is adding reverb or delay to each of the tracks. Pretty fucking sick, huh? So this is the standalone version. Let me mute that. This is the standalone version. We will see you very soon, Mr. Smith. It's got a tempo, so you can tap to tempo. You also have a little recorder in here as well if you want to record. So you can start recording and hit stop, and you can save it in your little recording thing, because this is such an old app. Back in the old days of iOS, every app had one of these little recorder things. The settings are pretty simple. We've got a background audio Ableton link, which is cool, MIDI input, so you can actually do some MIDI learning, and you can learn, set an audio, an external keyboard or a foot switcher or anything, and you can actually learn a whole bunch of these things. So you can select whatever you want and do some MIDI learning. So that's sweet, wicked stuff. We'll turn off MIDI learn for now. And let's open it up in as an AUv3, yeah? And we'll put on some keyboards and some shit and make some weird sounds. Go through the presets because they're fucking weird. What have we got? We got 22 minutes before Mr. Smith. All right, we'll throw a vocal back on this for now. If I have missed you saying hello in the chat, I do apologize. I'm watching at the same time as doing the thing. Harmony, great spelling, Jade. Harmony 8. Boom. So let's la. I'm gonna run through some presets. Now, one last thing before I talk about this. This is, you can tell this is an old app that needs maybe some updating. When I go full screen here as an AUv3, the top here is getting cut off. But you can stretch it out a little ways before it gets cut off. It just seriously needs an update, you know. So we'll go back here. There we go. To flick between the screens as an AUv3, you use this little section here. So that little corner button flicks between the three screens. So let's run through these, because there's a bunch of presets and they're all weird as fuck. La, la, la. One of these in here, you may have noticed the title of it, interestingly enough, is called Guitar Sequence. So you can see the way that they've got this set up is it moves. I'll show you so we've got these reverbs coming out and it's going in like a sequence of 3, like it would down a guitar, yeah? So we've got 1/16, 3/16, 5/16, so it's playing like a strum. You could go all the way down and do this kind of continue this down to like a 7/16. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get over there. There we go, 7. So we're moving in, go boom. So we're moving down, and let's add these into the mix, and then we'll do a, what do we do? We'll do a minus. Let's do a -4. So here's your octaves here. Again, these are really small though, unfortunately. So now if we turn this back on, and clearly you can create some really interesting, you can create some chords, you can create major chords because you're using your octaves to create your harmonies. And really interestingly enough, you'll see how this section here is moving from front to back. We could do something really crazy out here, move this like from a back to, I'll do this with my finger instead of the mouse, create the same kind of pattern, but going from back to middle to back. Let's bring it back in. It's really nice that there's a compressor in here too, because what's happening is when you're adding more vocal parts and reverb to it, it's getting squashed down, you know. So having a compressor in here is really good to bring this up. And a limiter is just wicked fun. Shall we throw it on some drums or something? Yeah, because there's drum patterns in here as well. Let's just grab the old hammerhead because it's a faithful drum machine. We don't have to worry too much. Load a preset. It'll do its bizzo. What the hell? So, no problem, Velcro. So I just I removed the vocal here in AUM. I know Velcro's just got AUM, so he's just getting used to it. So if I add another track and show you how I did that again, Velcro, we start a brand new track. It's an audio track right there. We need to add an instrument. This top section is always an instrument, and these are always effects that you can add, right? So think of it like a DAW. Here's your instrument track, here's your instrument that you're going to be playing into it. I chose Hammerhead drums. So this is a drum plugin. So there it is installed. We'll just shut this one off for now. And I went in and loaded a preset. So here's one of our presets. And if I hit play, there's our drums. So it's connected. Once you load something in AUM and hit play up here, it's connected. The play button's up here, yeah? So now we want to add Harmony 8 in here as an effect. So now when we hit the drums, that effect has been added, and we can open up the effect and we can run through some presets. I'm going to change this to drum sounds. What's really cool is if you're crafty enough and want to spend a little bit of time with this, you really create some really cool syncopated stuff with this. So let me bring in the dry wet mix. We've got 3 channels added here. I'm going to lock the time. That's cool. Let's start with an initial patch. Hey Kid Kane. So now we've got nothing on here. We can add in a track. We can do some pitch shifting. Let's use the polyphonic. Now we've got a bit of panning going on. So not only is it like a reverb, a delay, it's a pitch shifter. It's to create some really what's the word that I'm looking for? Euclidean kind of sounds you could do from this as well too, with really off timings, because you can set this delay time to 16th. We've got triplets in here as well, so we can add some triplet sounds. It's still going. Okay, let me load up something here. I think I've got a piano. What have we got? 10 minutes before I'm going to get out of here and let you all go over to Mr. Smith. I set up this one yesterday. It's a little harmony piano. So we just got a simple piano here, running through scalar. What have we got? 5 chords. So you can hear now we've added this third in here. Let's do a full octave. And instantly, we've got an octave up and an octave down. We can bring them all to the front. We can pan them left and right. Let's add some shimmer to it. And we'll take out the original piano. So you're able to actually go and make a whole bunch of shimmery sounds. Bring up this reverb. Wicked. 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 Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Let's go nuts here, and we'll add a bit of 3. We'll do a -3. Let's do a +7. We'll do a -7. Let's add all these in. Oh! Shitloads of fun, huh? Yeah, so as I said, I've had this app since, I reckon I first downloaded this app in like 2015. It's just one of those apps that's always been on every device I've ever had. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's worth $10. Check it out. It can do some pretty crazy stuff. Really good for, creating some choir kind of things and some harmonies and shit like that. It's definitely worth your time. We'll have a look at their other vocal apps, which are really old as well, like the chorus one and the Harmony Voice. This is Harmony 8. Wicked stuff. Let me just cover what's going on tomorrow on the show. Then I'll dump you all over to Mr. Smith because I know we're all chomping at the bit to go hear what he's doing today because he's awesome. Tomorrow we are doing, what are we doing? I can't even find it. We're looking at this sucker. It's somewhere here and it's right in front of me. We're looking at this Pulsar ES. It's a rare Ukrainian old drum machine that's been brought to life by this developer. It's his first app that he's released on iOS. It's like a fucking old Casio drum machine, but from Ukraine. So it's got some really old school sounds in it. It's like a 808 from Ukraine. It's pretty damn cool. And then, of course, folks, to wrap up the end of the week, we have the amazing Melly Baby coming on the show. I can't wait. Sponsored by DistroKid. Go and click the link that's pinned in the top to go set a reminder to the show. There's a little video preview I've put up for you all to check out her amazing vocals. I can't wait. She's got 1 million subs. She's killer. Amazing vocalist. So that is happening this week. And I think to round out the week, I'm doing an opening hour singing Pete John songs because he's away on holiday. So while the cat's away,
I will play.
Alrighty, that's enough of me for the day. Let me dump you all over to Mr. Smith. I'll be over there with you as well. Thanks for being with me as usual and supporting the channel and all of that jazz. Do what makes you happy. Mistakes make you better. And we'll all rise together. And I'll see you tomorrow for a bit of Ukrainian drum madness. Boom. Boom.
We'll all rise together. 'Cause you make me shine better. And we'll all rise together.